Pounded the ocean to silver rap. Olo coin in Chile, him on a boy. Economy pressing, I'm giving up. But devil still walla walla. I think better when I'm high.
And there we are. It's the second episode of Upclose with Solwezi Ohnz. It's a lovely day, and we're chilling here with my homie, the rapper himself. He calls himself a god. Not gold. The god rapper.
Gold rapper.
Grandiator music.
Gold.
Yeah, Grand is in the building.
Is in the building. Welcome, fam. Next time, tukakutana kwa chile chongo chija.
Yeah,
and the fake audience, right?
Yeah.
Abantu bari rumba huko.
Yeah, F-boy kuna sound video. At least tuamfua kwa da. Amfua kwa area da.
Even the village take up.
Yeah, at least you know, like when people clap for you, it's always a good feeling.
And forgot to introduce my brother there. The Solwezi Ohnz Chenda trader.
Yeah, I've always been wondering.
They know me.
Why he calls himself trader.
Yeah, you know, like,
I think that's the right time to ask him that. There was a previous episode we worked on, and we're like, ooh, too cringy, too cringy.
Yeah,
We pushed
like
it aside.
it's like this guy is so deep into marketing, he had to call himself a trader.
Like that?
And it wouldn't have sat well if he was a white guy.
Why?
500 years ago.
Nah, let's not get into that.
Man.
Let's not get into that.
Okay,
Before
so
we get cancelled.
I know there's been cancelled and cancelled.
Nah, you know, like I always feel like you know, issues of, you know, slavery and whatnot are always a touchy subject.
It's a touchy subject.
Yeah, like it's you know, it's better we
But I didn't say slavery. I just said 500 years ago. Did I?
500 years ago.
Yeah, but we all know what you're talking about. That's the point.
You don't want to start the beans, guys. It's not me. It's him. Okay, so in case you do not know who Grand is, he is a certified music artist. Yeah, our very own artist is a rapper. He's soon to be health degree holder. Is it public health degree holder?
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, I'm
very
actually
soon.
a degree holder. Yeah.
Already a degree holder.
Yeah.
Wait, a round of applause. I think you need to start shining. The only rapper in Solwezi with a degree.
I don't know.
Like some rappers, the only rapper with 1 million views.
1 million views.
Yeah, that can be cool. The only rapper with
The only
a degree,
rapper with.
I don't
with a
think
degree.
I am.
Yeah, you can.
the only one.
Are you sure?
I don't meet too many rappers around. Like it's very rare that rappers.
I think it's a challenge. I think it's a challenge.
That we get to interact on.
Do we have
that
a
academic level.
rapper in Solwezi that has got a degree? That's a challenge for you guys to find out Musokolode any rapper. And I think to even broaden the what's this? The space.
Exactly.
The altitude. We'll say northwestern.
Northwestern, exactly. Do we?
It's going to be like that.
Shots fired.
I wasn't the one who fired those shots. So, speaking of you being a rapper, you know, I think you've been on enough interviews here in Solwezi where you've been asked, how did you start? What inspired you? We're not here for that today. We're not here for that.
I was almost saying let's not go there.
We are not going there.
Nah.
But we're just going to begin with the first thing. What transpired between you and MP7?
Oh, no.
Exactly. Yeah, we want to find out.
I didn't expect that as a first question.
It wasn't even. We are interacting here, man.
It's just a conversation, man.
Yeah, I know it's something that has been burning in people's. You know, it's been a burning issue ever since we had that little conversation with him. And
You call it a little conversation?
I think so.
Are you sure?
It wasn't that much.
Those words you guys exchanged with each other. Was that a little conversation?
Yeah.
Adam, I gave you life from your ribs came your wife. Bro, you call that a little conversation?
I think so. Like it didn't really last like people expected it to last.
Okay.
You know, I think we just
Was it something personal?
Nah,
for the game?
Nah, it was. I think when you are in hip hop, you have to understand that it's a very competitive arena. It's a very competitive sport. And looking at that time, the guy did a song that brought an uproar somehow, you know, and a lot of people were talking about it. And most of them were just talking about it. And I felt like as a rapper, you know, there is always that competitive edge that comes with it. It's like, okay, this guy wants to rap, so you know, let's rap. And you know, and the song that I responded to with was something that I did long time ago. It was just in Cubase. Like I did it a year before. He dropped his, and that whole conversation about King in the North and whatnot happened. So you know, I just went back to the studio and said, but this looks like the perfect track to, you know, like, you know, hit back at the song that the guy has done. And yeah, from there, you know, yeah, he also went back to the studio, and when he went back to the studio, he came through with his, you know, raps, and you know, I had to go back to the studio and come back with my raps.
So during that period, you guys were having that conversation. You were having that conversation. Small. That small conversation. Did you ever talk? Or did you ever talk to each other? Yeah, my guy. Limits. Did you give each other limits, or it was just a free? It was an open game.
I never had any conversation with him about, you know, us going at it. Like we just, you know, it just happened. Like, yeah, you know, he went in the studio, I went in the studio. And yeah, so I think it just happened like that. It was unscripted, so to say. It was like just organically happening.
So you know how it came as a surprise for me, because it was rare that you'd find Grand as a person that would pick on somebody. Same applies with MP7. They are both chilled guys. Even when they're rapping, they're doing their own thing. Then the people that we would expect to have beef were not doing it. So these guys just came from nowhere, and these guys are people that used to comment on each other's posts randomly. Boom! And they had the whole Solwezi talking. Again, looking at that beef, and we're not lying. Some people claimed they knew you after that beef. What happened? Why did you go quiet all of a sudden? Like, both of you, in fact, we're talking to you. What made you go quiet all of a sudden? Like, Grand stopped doing music for some time. He went quiet.
Yeah, I think I've only been quiet for a year, and I think a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. I think when you're growing up, you know, like both in your real life, you know, responsibilities, and you know, as you are growing up, you know, part of your responsibilities is taking care of, you know, other people and whatnot. So, you know, and I was at school.
Okay.
You know,
doing a degree. Becoming the first rapper with a degree. Okay.
Nah, not really the first rapper with a degree, but yeah, but so I had school going on, I had, you know, other stuff going on in my life that I had to take care of. You know, stuff that we don't post on social media, but at least it's things that, you know, people that are close to us, and, you know, relatives that are close to us that know that, okay, this guy is going through this thing, and you know, he needs to concentrate and, you know, see how that person can progress their lives. So yeah, I had to take care of those things, and yeah, most importantly school, because you know, you can't be taking yourself to school and not really, you know, excel at it. You know, it's like
so you must be making a lot of money. You took yourself to school.
Is it about making a lot of money when you take yourself?
Yo, my guys, people say school is very expensive,
especially a degree.
Yes, a degree.
Yeah, but there are, you know, nice and you know, manageable payment plans that these schools have. You know, no matter how much the fees that you are paying, you can at least manage your semester. Yeah, at least nishina na wasanga kwa kapia posa mupira fine. You know, you see how you hustle, and then posa mu baka wapu irikisha then baka not my exam.
Okay, so
nobody is struggling with you know.
With anything. So in case you're wondering, we are right here at NIMS VIP Lounge. Yeah, we're
NIMS
enjoying
VIP Lounge.
the atmosphere. You know, it's been sunny all of a sudden, you know.
Yeah.
Is it because we're having a mini drought or something like that? Or are we going to experience any rains anytime soon?
It's because of cholera.
And I think God just saw that if rains continue,
Yeah, my people
my
will suffer.
people will suffer. But otherwise, okay, let's not really complain about the sun. But otherwise, it's too sunny, and we're here at NIMS, and it's a very
think it's
good.
cool.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody, you know, everything and everyone has a time to just shine. And today is the Sunday.
It's shining.
That's a good day.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and it's not even a Sunday, but hello Tuesday.
Yeah, hello Tuesday.
Yeah,
Nothing
you know.
happens on a Tuesday. Oh, the sun. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so another thing that we got to find out along the run was, I saw this on social media, posted to say, did you know that Vubu's father is in Solwezi and the brother, and people started mentioning your name. How true is that? Are you Vubu's brother?
I don't know. Related to something. I don't know.
Confirm.
I've never. I'm hearing that for the first time. People have never come to
Vubu,
my,
brother, wakukana.
it has never like come to.
What has never come to your ear? People posting about that, or Vubu being your sister?
As I said, I'm hearing that for the first time.
What
Maybe
are you
she
hearing?
is my sister. I don't know.
What kind of Vubu?
I don't know. Maybe she is.
What kind of Vubu?
Somewhere in the line.
And before this, when you find out that when you heard the allegations that he's Vubu's brother, you had something to find out from him.
Yeah.
He's here
But
now.
the problem is that he's saying,
Yeah, okay,
He
just tell
doesn't
him what
know.
you thought. You had something.
Yeah. So what I thought was that Vubu being the sister to him and is up there on the mainstreams.
Yes.
Like, why is she not putting the brother on top there?
Him being an artist.
Exactly, him
That's
being
what he
an
thought.
artist.
So since you have denied the allegations, his
He has denied you.
Ero nga uchishinga ore kana no kana so. Ata chamoneke bwino your brother denying you.
Imagine.
Parika interview.
Well, Vubu is my sister.
Ah.
Because, yeah, in nature she will always register as my sister. So yeah.
Oh, in nature. Oh, okay.
Brother.
It's confirmed
It's
now.
confirmed.
My question can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
answered.
That was the question.
Yes.
Do you
Question
ever
of,
do you ever
oh yeah, her putting me on and whatnot.
Exactly.
Yeah, automatically one would think that.
Mhm.
You know that. Oh yeah, the sisters this and. But I think me and her are two different individuals. You know, we're working two different. A little bit. You know, we only mix when it comes to music
Family.
and and family time and whatnot. But I think she's on another wavelength. I'm also on another wavelength, and we're both, you know, pushing for the best out of us as my father's and my mother's children. So, yeah, she has her own thing going on. I also have my own thing going on. So, yeah. But definitely we will get to work out something with her that probably will
are you hinting a feature with
we might have songs together.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah. So now you said you were in school and the reason why you went mute for a year was because of education. So now that you are almost done,
Education and work at the same
Education
time,
and work.
and
Oh,
also other responsibilities that you have to take care of no matter what. Otherwise, you know.
so
you
at
know.
this point, can we say we're gladly having Grand back in music?
Definitely, I have. The other day I was at the studio with Viral. Shout out to DJ Viral. And we just sat there and we were just listening to the music I've been recording. Like, yeah, I've been at school, but that doesn't mean that I haven't been going to the studio.
Okay.
You know, I've been going when I have something and, you know, go there and create. And this time I've even included, you know, other artists, because I looked at my music catalog and almost all my songs I've done on my own. Like, I'm just alone on a track. So I think I've also extended that, creativity to other artists to also jump on my energy and also feel how their energy comes out in the song. And I think we've been recording. I have a lot of music, so to say. So we're just trying to, put in place certain things, because these days it's not just dropping music. You have to make sure that it's on the right platform and it's well marketed. So kai today from drop a few, just because the song is done, these days we're taking the serious route to put out music. Like, you have to listen to it over and over and make sure that it's it's well mastered, the vocals are clean, and the beat is there, and and as well as
and
from the studio to how we are going to give it to people.
Sorry
so
to
it's
cut
a
you
whole
short.
process and whatnot.
Sorry to cut you short, my guy. Sorry, I'll be cutting you short a little bit. You spoke of making sure that music is on the right platform. So last night we had an opportunity to conversate with a Solwezi
boy
artist who happens to be Kid Soldier, and the reason why we were having a conversation with him was over what he has experienced, because he has a chance. He has had it. He has a chance. Can I say he still has a chance? Not he had a chance. He still has a chance, and he's still working with those mainstream artists. So him being a person who's in the mainstream industry, we were asking him questions regarding to why we have why Solwezi is not music is not going out there. He spoke of one thing, and this is not only about the local upcoming artists, but this also applies to other Zambian artists. He mentioned a point where you have to monetize your accounts wherever you sign up for. He talked about monetizing your account on YouTube, monetizing your account on Spotify, monetizing your account on Apple Music. So do you have a team that you are currently working with to ensure that you monetize, or maybe do you have any plans to monetize your music?
Definitely. That's why I said, it's right now we are not just recording music and putting it out. Right now we are also working on putting our music on verified digital platforms, as well as monetizing that, because you have to, the issue of monetizing, you have to get some revenue off of your work, what you do as an artist, because your gift should feed you at the end of the day. So it's not really an era where we want to start finger pointing and say my career didn't take off because of this person, or my career didn't take off because of this and that. Platforms are there, and it's open to everyone, and if you know what you're doing as an artist, those are the right steps that you should make as an artist, so that you can see progress in your music career, because
I concur with what he's saying. We're full of having blame games, especially me, who has had an opportunity to grace the stage before an artist comes on stage. We have a quantity of Solwezi artists coming past for show, like let's say that's when the show is happening, that's when they want to come to stage and say we want to perform, give us a chance. And then what behind closed doors, what these guys don't understand is me being a master of ceremony, the owners of the show run the program. Me, I'm just there. Bezerk it's just a figure that is
the driving force.
So they tell me what's going to happen. Oh no, at this point, wait, people tabalaingira. No, don't put a local artist. But since I'm the image that side, they put the blame on me. And then another question I asked these guys to say, and I feel I'm a local artist, they need to get rid of blame games. I
think it also calls for engagement. Like, there's nothing wrong with engaging show promoters or show organizers as an artist, with your management team, and say, oh, okay, I'm an artist, and this is my music, I would like to perform at your show, there's nothing wrong with engaging those people at that level, because it's a platform where you can also showcase your talent as an artist. So most of the times as artists, we are sensitive about our thing. So there's always that pride as an artist, like, okay, people know me and they should call me whenever there's a show. We have that. So but there's nothing wrong with just humbling yourself and start engaging show promoters, other corporate offices, other also engaging you if I feel like, okay, the owners of this show let me just humble myself and go there like, yo bro, I've seen this platform and I feel like I can showcase my skills there. So I think it's
what you have said
just
about
lack
pride.
of engagement when
What you have said about pride is what is it Kendrick he said to say love is gonna get you killed, but pride is gonna be the death of you and me. Pride gets in our way. He said it in which track was that? Love's gonna get you killed, but pride's gonna be the death of you. It was like an intro to his track. I've forgotten the track, but that's what he meant. Like Solwezi, even in a previous episode, that's what we talked about. Pride that and I think that's why we brought this to because we want to help give you a platform where you can speak your mind. When you speak your mind, when you say, okay, the people that are hindering our progress is this and this, if you go and work on your craft on your own now. It's not to pull. You understand, we are growing and we're not getting any younger. I love the fact that we still have got people that are pushing, people like you. Some of us started off as artists but here we are doing my interviews because that's where we have found a source of income, but we're still in the entertainment. But it's glad to see you guys, the likes of DJ Viral, the likes of Bill Gangster, the likes of Bode. In fact, no, you and MP7, I'm putting you behind. Reason being, you guys have gone quiet after the beef. Both of you went quiet.
Yeah, I thought they have stopped singing. They have resigned.
No, they were like, oh, that was a long run, my brother. No beef anymore.
No more tracks.
Oh, that's a good one.
So, you as an artist, when are we expecting something from you, since you have been quiet for so long?
I think February next month, which is the day after tomorrow, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so February I'll be dropping some new music.
Okay.
I had posted on my page last year, I said new music 2024, so I'm going to stick by that. And definitely February going forward, I'm gonna bless the audience with some music.
Okay,
so I hate you said that nowadays you have now started involving other artists. So in your coming music, in your coming song, are we expecting any
lot
feature
of collabs? I think the songs that I'm going to be dropping starting February are all collaborative projects. There are certain songs that are there in the studio that I was just rapping on my own and whatnot, but there's songs that are slated for release collaborative projects with different artists from Solwezi.
So different.
So I know people probably be expecting that, I did some song with somebody from Lusaka or things like that. I have decided to work with local artists, because it's very rare that local artists in Northwestern Province work together. And in the process of working together, we are also actually getting to know each other and see how we can create a movement, because music cannot go anywhere without a movement. So I think I just thought to myself and said, okay, let me just try to open this window and see what doors we can open with it.
That's a problem with rappers. They start working on tuma metapo.
Exactly.
Tuma metapo. Shani. Okay, so we've asked you too many questions. It was supposed to be a conversation, but you are the man of the day. But we're putting you on the pin. There's a song that leaked. Sorry, I had an opportunity to source for some of your new jams before your interview, and I didn't really get the whole song. Is it true that
I should sue that person.
no, you
Before you go ahead with that.
sue them.
How can they leak my
I won't
material?
tell you who. I've heard there's a rumor. From what I heard, you are doing more collaborations with youngsters here in Solwezi rather than artists that are already established here in Solwezi. How true is that?
You know, collaboration comes with a lot of factors.
Okay.
You know, like you have to know the reason why you're collaborating with that person. It's not just like we know so hey we win. You know, like you have to, because collaboration is sharing audiences. You know, if I collaborate with you on a song, I'm tapping into your audience, your fan base. You're also tapping into my my fan base. And I also don't like to put age with, you know, like being an artist. You know, I think when you're an artist, you're an artist. End of story. It doesn't matter as long as you're creative enough to, you know, write something that is appealing and something that is just dope, you know. Because when you start aggregating age to artistry, you know, like you know,
but I think
and then there's a whole thing about like but he shouldn't be making
wait.
music like that because his age is this.
But wait,
you know,
when I say age in music, I mean how long you have been in music. In any
oh,
career.
you said youngsters, so
when I say
referring to
youngsters, I mean people that recently joined the game.
Not to Kadogo.
Not to Kadogo. I'm not talking about.
No, I think my collaborative approach is, you know, the creativity in that artist that I want to collaborate with. You know, if I look around, and you know, it's not like I've closed the chapter. I'm no longer collaborating with other artists. There are other projects that, you know, I would also like to surprise people. Like, oh, this two did a song together. You know, like I have friends that I, you know, we are on the same record label, but we haven't yet,
Done
you know,
anything.
really done a song. But we have collaborated on different projects and ciphers as well. So I think for now, all I can say is, you know, I look at collaboration in the realms of, okay, this guy is creative. You know, I like his skills, I like his energy, so I feel like this project can make the perfect fit for this artist.
Okay,
you know?
But you know, there are some guys you say, okay, this guy is creative, but you find that the one who is not that creative is pulling the big audience, because you said something like it's about sharing audience. Get his audience, get your audience.
So would you feature somebody who you feel is not as
the
creative
audience,
as you want,
exactly.
but still put the audience?
Exactly.
Would you do that?
That's a trick question. Okay, I think I would have to look at what else they have apart from the audience that is what they have, because there's more to, you know, there are a lot of people with quite a huge following on social media, but when you listen to their music, it's like okay, you know, so it's like that. But I'm not you know, trying to stir up some controversy. But yeah, there are artists, there are artists that, you know, have the numbers, and I would have to look at other ways I can tap into their numbers, because music is a product at the end of the day, and it needs to be pushed. If you are really serious about being an artist, and it's a product that, you know, it will always be attached to numbers. You know, there's nothing like doing music. You know, there are very few artists that, you know, like come through and say, yeah, I just do it for fun. Like, it's been a while since I heard an artist say that. Like, yeah, we used to say that in high school,
So we saw people making money.
I just do this for
I just do it for fun.
Yeah, you know, but yeah, there's a certain level where you have to take it seriously.
Okay.
Because there are people taking your music seriously out there.
Okay. So you are an artist here in Northwestern Province. Do you think, because yesterday when we were having a conversation, I'm keep on referring to the artist we're conversating with last
Exactly.
night for a reason. Do you think as Northwestern Province, the way Copper Belt and Lusaka and some other areas have got identity, do you think our industry here in Solwezi has got identity?
Yeah, it does. You know, we have, you know, like we have each province has an identity. Like there are people that started music before us here, this generation. So music is a generational thing. So now we had bands that used to
But what
make
I mean
music.
is right.
Yeah, I'm coming to that.
Okay.
So it does have an identity to a certain degree because, you know, when you go on an interview, obviously you say that you're an artist from Solwezi. That's an identity on its own. And identity in terms of sound,
That's what
yeah, I think we are yet to get there because most of the sound that is coming from Northwestern is not really like originally from here. You know, we are tapping into different sounds and tapping into trending instrumentals, trending vibes, you know, trending genres and all that. But to say that we really have an identity and this is the sound that is coming from Solwezi, it's quite difficult to tell because if you look at Northwestern Province, it's a growing metropolitan because we have mines here, we have a lot of businesses happening here, so we have people coming in and out of Lusaka. Some of them are, you know, come with their sound here, and other artists also begin to tap into that sound. So, but to really say that we have an ideal sound that when somebody, you know, when they turn on the radio, even when the DJ hasn't said that this song is done by, you know, nah, I don't think, yeah, even just the whole music industry in Zambia,
Yeah. So, but
it doesn't really have that identity per se.
we do,
you know, like yalikwata
we do have
kwekinso cha
Kopara- we do have Kopara sound. We do have Tata Kopara. That's our sound. Is there anybody else out there in the world that's doing similar music as we're doing? As we are doing as Copper Belt.
Yeah, Copper Belt is, you know.
So I think that's our sound. So don't you ever feel like the industry is location biased? The music industry, don't you feel there's a little bit of discrimination? In fact, not bias, location discrimination. Don't you think such things exist in the industry?
You know, I've never experienced that. You know, like, you know, when we're speaking on matters of discrimination, you have to experience it first.
Yeah.
That's when you can have a better story, to tell.
Ah.
But to say this, I think there is no one that is discriminating anyone. There is no location bias, as you have put it. It's just the pushing drive that an artist needs to have. Like, it doesn't matter where you are and where you produce your music from, but it's just a matter of ensuring that your music is well produced, it's well crafted, and it's ready for the market like that. So I think
I asked that.
Yeah.
The reason I asked that question is we do have quite a number of talented youngsters here in Solwezi. But what seems to be the problem? Why aren't they pushing through the market? Is it because we're not working hard?
It's a issue of not really putting things in place. Like, you know, like when you're as an artist, you at the same time you're presenting as a brand. You know, it's not only about you making music there. You have to have people to help you. Like, I can't do everything on my own, you know. So we need to create these established brands as artists. Like, you have a whole team behind you that is helping to push your music. You know, the other time I was discussing with Vira at the studio, and we're like, you know, like, some of our friends, the way they, if over sangwa, nobody be cafe like Queen Chalo, like uyu aliwa good na social media, eu controller social media ya artist. Uyu aliwa good na shani, uyu aliwa good na shani, uyu alishwa good kulanda na abantu, he can get us to shows, he can get us this artist on a certain project, but you find that in most cases, when I am rapping, then it means that my friend also wants to start rapping. And my other friend wants to start rapping. Yeah, so so it's like, oh yeah, since
so there is that saying, I mostly see this on social media, like you find that there is a giveaway. They are doing giveaway. You mention your friends to come and like your post. Even them. Now, I mentioning like my post.
So have you heard this guy?
Exactly.
Dude, you speak so good in terms of the planning, what we're not doing, that formula that you're using. Why is it that you have done music? Why aren't we hearing your music out there in Solwezi? Because I believe chances are 3/4 of the people that are going to watch this are hearing of you for the first time.
Exactly.
It's okay. There's always, like
what is it? Is it because you're not working? Is it because you're not working hard, or what could be the problem on your side?
I've been a very hardworking artist from the jump, and as I said at the beginning of this discussion, I said I am putting in place what I have just said. I'm looking at, this guy is,
You're trying a new blueprint.
He's good with monetization and whatnot, because the music that I'm going to be putting out will be on monetized platforms. That's what we're working for, and monetization is not really an easy thing to do. You have to have people that are experienced in that field, and people that can really put all your socials together. Like when you type grand on social media, it takes you to a platform where you get to hear my music as well as my pages and social media.
So here's the thing. At this point in time, this is an interaction, and we're not going to get the no for an answer at this point.
Exactly.
We're not getting a no for an answer. You're getting me? Just to no for an answer. We're not accepting no for an answer. Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Yeah, let's go. Let's have it. Let's bring it. Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Mention 3 rappers here in Solwezi that are your favorite rappers. Like you say, these guys are good rappers here in Solwezi. 3.
Yeah, Didrix is one of my favorite MCs.
1.
Yeah, Joey Curious.
2.
Yeah, I'll have to give it to Soy.
3.
Yeah.
So these guys that you have mentioned,
but they are not just limited to that. Like I really,
no, you've mentioned.
I have a whole list. Yeah,
you've mentioned 3 of them. And looking at the knowledge that I've acquired off this PC, it seems like these people it's either they are around your circle or have been part of your circle. Does it mean there's no other better rapper than people that you have hung out with?
I think they are there.
But what you
asked me to mention 3. That was the instruction, right?
The instructions were the best rappers.
But you said 3.
Yes, 3. So these are the 3 that you think are hard, because
that like off the top.
Okay, let's redo that. Mention 3 best rappers out of Solwezi.
I just mentioned them.
You just mentioned. So
it's not out of Solwezi. These are. Let's not limit ourselves to just Solwezi. These are artists that can go anywhere and still survive in the lyrical arena.
Do you know why we're talking about Solwezi? This is just for Solwezi, for status. We want to put a platform for our artists, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, like the 3 I've mentioned. These are people that can survive.
Okay.
The pressure that comes with music and writing music and actually, put out good music like that. But not only limited to them. There are also other great artists in Northwestern Province that are also doing a good job. You know.
So now that you've mentioned all those, do you think there's a rapper here in Solwezi who can out-rap you?
Not me.
You can't out-rap Grand.
You can't.
You can't out-rap Grand. You even know that. So among us all the beef that you had with MP7, there was this youngster, is it Draco, if my memory serves me right. Have you ever done any records with that kid? Because I could see he would post something nice about you, hoping for a feature. Have you guys worked on anything together?
Yeah, I featured on his mixtape. Okay, I don't know if it was a mixtape or EP, but it was titled, I think it's A Boy with a Plan. I can't really locate that one, but I jumped on a song where it was him, me, and Kid Soldier. So yeah, there's definitely a song that I have done with Draco the Kid.
Okay,
Yeah.
which is nice. And it's always good to have you, and we're looking forward. So the music that we're going to be putting up, that my brother there asked you, saying you've got quite a number of features. Is it going to be a body of work or?
Yeah, so right now we are in the process of recording, mastering, mixing, and recording more and more. So we have a whole catalog, and we are yet to decide which one will be a full project, which one will be a single. But though the songs that are earmarked for dropping, like starting February, those are just going to be singles like that. And yeah, we are still yet to decide. Like, I've always been skeptic about, doing a whole project like that, because, you need numbers. As much as it is good for your growth as an artist, like I always feel like doing an album, or let me just say album is a big thing for an artist, and you have to really put a lot of concentration, and to make sure that album, so I'm still trying to work around that. We're just trying to put technical issues in place so that we're not blaming anyone and pointing a finger and say, we didn't get a chance. However, Bezerk make kuma show. Like, now we don't want that. We want to put these technical things in place and see. And
how we can work
definitely around. We have an album. Like, the songs I've recorded so far, we can have even 2 albums from the songs. Because from, I think the last time I dropped a song was 2022.
Yeah, okay,
and
yeah.
2023
the last track.
And 2023 I've been just recording.
I found out the last track you did was Big Bang. Is it?
Yeah.
Big Bang. We were playing that song, and if you wanna get
Exactly.
And my G here was like, what are them boys?
Yeah, that song, it came out at the time that some renowned journalist was found in a certain scandal involving millions of kwacha, and everybody was talking about it on social media, like, oh, this load of cash, and it's just stashed in the house and all that. So at that time I felt like, wow, if I had a girl like her, like, and she had that money in the house, like, it was just a story of, like, I wish I was the boyfriend, at the time. And
so you also tried to tap in a trend.
Yeah, you have to, at a certain point as an artist, you have to do that at a certain point in your artistry as an artist, Yeah, because it shows that you're moving with the time as well as an artist. It shows that you're up to date with what is happening around your environment, You have, as an artist, when you have a voice to speak, you have to speak things that are, happening in real time. You have to make sense to the people. So
Make sense out of
it's
your
not
nonsense.
merely just jumping on a trend, but it shows that as an artist you are updated. Chimona mafoni yala tuwanga ya outdated that update your iOS and whatnot.
I heard you clearly. You said something like most artists they just jump in the Coppola version, in the Coppola genres. You find that they just jump in each and every time.
Yeah, that's true.
They
It's
jump
happening.
in trends. Do you think in that way Northwestern or Solwezi music is going to develop?
I do not think so, because we are only developing a genre that is coming, from
somebody else.
like, let me just say, a foreign genre. One Zambia, one nation, though, but yeah, it's a foreign genre. Like, I always feel like as an artist, you have to have your own ID. You have to have your own, topics of discussion. You have to have your own way of, projecting your thoughts out there, because, I wouldn't feel comfortable if I projected my thoughts in another person's, image or artistry, so to say. So I feel like as artists, we need to tap into our natural ability to express ourselves naturally, organically, not whereby, kutolokera from a trend because
Because you want to trend. Because
be a trendsetter for once, be a trendsetter yourself, make that's what a brand does, like when you see somebody dressing up like who and who, you would definitely know that huyu ni fan wa kwa nani,
kaida for abatsinga twakonka ama trends mule turi hape pama trends tie people bara pesa where we going
so I think as an artist you should be your own trendsetter,
So now here's a off the subject
another
question.
Not
tricky. When are you getting married?
And I'm not going to discuss that here.
That's a joke.
I'm already married to the game, so.
Yeah, married to the game. Yeah. So so that's all we had, and thank you very much, my guy, for coming through. This is just a start. There are quite a number of questions that people might have thought we might have asked you, and I believe this is not the first time we're going to be having you on this show. We are looking forward to listening to your body of work, and before we take our leave, where can people find your music?
For now, my music is only on Audio Mac.
Okay. The artist music
our list is not on these downloading sites, but they are good. But my music is on Audio Mac.
At least they're not on this downloading site. Okay, so
I think streaming sites are much faster when you want to listen to music. Because it's just a click away and the music starts playing. But with downloading, it's like you have to wait. And who is downloading in 2024, guys?
I don't know.
Will I download any?
When last did you download a song?
I don't know.
Nowadays you stream.
An iPhone downloading a song. Man. Boom play.
It's also preference at the end of the day, but I think looking at and I think we are more in
bundles are more cheap.
Yeah, they are affordable and
now.
And music is much quicker when you
stream.
Trying to access music is much faster on streaming platforms than downloading platforms.
Yeah, man, thank you very much for coming. Oh, you had a question, man.
Yeah, no, the questions are done. Thank you for having you, man. Our viewers, if you have any question, any concern, just leave them down there in the comment section.
And we're going to make sure that we put his music on the link on the caption, so make sure you click on that link there. And also make sure when you want to have quality time, want to enjoy yourself, want to have a peace of mind, make sure you come through to NIM's VIP Lounge. As you can see, we have not had any interaction here. We're enjoying ourselves. I'm drinking coke, and my friends are here drinking some fruit juice. Fruit juice. Yeah, so but thank you very much. Thank you very much. Make sure you view and share, and make sure you follow our page if you have not yet followed our page. from me and my homeboys, it's bye.
Bye.
I think better when I'm high. I think